Have you ever stopped in the middle of eating and looked at the spoon in your hand? It seems so ordinary that most of us never think about it. It's just a tool we use every single day. But what if I told you that this simple object has a history stretching back thousands of years? A history filled with survival, creativity, kings, warriors, explorers, and inventors. The spoon wasn't invented overnight. It slowly evolved through countless civilizations, changing shape, material, and purpose as humans changed. And believe it or not, the first spoons weren't even made by people. Nature created them first. So, how did we go from scooping food with seashells to eating with perfectly polished stainless steel cutlery? Let's find out. Long before cities, farms, or even written language existed, humans had one goal above everything else: survival. Our ancient ancestors needed ways to eat soups, broths, melted fat, berries, and other soft foods. Using bare hands wasn't always practical. Hot liquids could burn, and small pieces of food were difficult to pick up. Instead of inventing something immediately, humans looked around them. Nature already had the answer. Large seashells were naturally shaped like little bowls with one open side. They could hold water, carry food, and scoop liquids without spilling much. People living near rivers, lakes, and oceans quickly realized how useful they were. A single seashell could become one of the first eating tools in human history. And seashells weren't the only option. People also used large leaves folded into a cup, animal horns, pieces of wood, hollow stones, and even carved bones. These weren't beautiful or perfectly shaped, but they worked. And in the ancient world, if something worked, it was valuable. As humans became more skilled, they stopped relying only on objects they found in nature. Instead, they started making their own. Around several thousand years ago, people began carving spoons from wood. Wood was everywhere, easy to shape, and much lighter than stone. A simple knife could turn a block of wood into an eating tool. Different cultures created different styles. Some spoons had deep bowls for soups. Others were flatter for grains and porridge. Some were tiny for herbs and medicine. Others were large enough to stir cooking pots. For the first time, spoons became more than random natural objects. They became crafted tools. Then came one of humanity's biggest discoveries: metal. The Bronze Age completely changed everyday life. Bronze was stronger than wood and lasted much longer. People learned to melt metals and pour them into molds, creating smoother and more durable spoons. Owning metal utensils wasn't common at first. They were expensive. Only wealthy families, merchants, and important people could afford them. For everyone else, wooden spoons remained the everyday choice. But metal had changed the future forever. As civilizations grew larger, spoons became symbols of status. In ancient Egypt, wealthy families owned beautifully decorated spoons carved from ivory, stone, and precious metals. Some had handles shaped like flowers. Others featured birds, fish, or religious symbols. Many weren't just eating tools, they were works of art. Some ceremonial spoons were even used during religious rituals instead of meals. Meanwhile, ordinary workers continued using simple wooden spoons every day. The difference between rich and poor could often be seen right on the dining table. Then came the powerful civilizations of Greece and Rome. The Romans loved organization. They improved roads, buildings, plumbing, and yes, even spoons. Roman spoons became more specialized. Some had pointed handles used to remove snails from their shells. Others were designed for eggs or sauces. Instead of making one spoon for everything, they designed different spoons for different foods. Sound familiar? That's exactly what we still do today. The Roman Empire spread these ideas across Europe, influencing table manners for centuries. After the fall of Rome, Europe entered the Middle Ages. Life became much harder. Many families owned very few possessions. A single wooden spoon might be shared by several people. In poorer homes, everyone ate from one large bowl together. Personal cutlery wasn't always common, but in castles and wealthy households, things looked very different. Silver spoons became symbols of wealth. The richer someone was, the finer their tableware. Kings and nobles often carried their own personal spoons while traveling because they couldn't trust the cleanliness of utensils in other places. Imagine carrying your own spoon everywhere you went. Back then, that wasn't strange. It was normal. Over time, silver became one of the most popular materials for spoons. It wasn't just beautiful. People also believed silver had magical healing powers. Some even thought it could detect poison. While science later proved many of those beliefs wrong, silver remained a luxury item for hundreds of years. This is also where the famous saying, "born with a silver spoon," comes from. It described children born into wealthy families who inherited comfort and privilege from the very beginning of life. Eventually, trade between countries expanded. New materials, new designs, and new ideas traveled across continents. Asian civilizations also played a major role in spoon history. In China, spoons were especially important because soups and rice were common foods. Chinese spoons often had short handles with deep bowls made from porcelain. Unlike European spoons, they were perfect for sipping hot soup directly. Even today, Chinese soup spoons still have a design that has changed very little over hundreds of years. That's a sign of excellent engineering. If something already works perfectly, why change it? As technology improved, metalworking became faster and cheaper. The Industrial Revolution completely transformed spoon production. Before factories, each spoon had to be made by skilled craftsmen. It could take hours to finish just one piece. Factories changed everything. Machines could produce thousands of nearly identical spoons every single day. Prices dropped dramatically. Suddenly, ordinary families could afford quality metal cutlery. The spoon was no longer a luxury. It became something almost everyone owned. Then came one material that changed kitchens forever: stainless steel. Before stainless steel, ordinary metal spoons could rust, stain, or react with acidic foods. Stainless steel solved all those problems. It was strong, shiny, easy to clean, resistant to rust, and affordable. It quickly became the world's favorite material for cutlery. Even today, most homes still use stainless steel spoons every single day. But the story doesn't stop there. Modern spoons now come in hundreds of different designs: teaspoons, dessert spoons, soup spoons, ice cream spoons, coffee spoons, baby spoons, measuring spoons, serving spoons, cooking spoons, even tiny spoons designed specifically for caviar. Each one exists because humans kept improving a simple idea over thousands of years. And then came plastic. Plastic spoons were cheap, lightweight, and perfect for fast food restaurants, airlines, parties, and takeout meals. Millions were produced every day. But this convenience created a new problem: plastic waste. Many disposable spoons ended up in rivers and oceans, harming wildlife and polluting the environment. Today, many countries are replacing single-use plastic with biodegradable materials: bamboo, wood, or reusable metal cutlery. In a way, history has come full circle. Thousands of years ago, humans used natural materials because that was all they had. Today, many people are returning to natural materials because they want to protect the planet. Sometimes the future looks surprisingly similar to the past. Researchers are even developing smart materials and environmentally friendly designs that may become the next chapter in the spoon story. Who knows? The spoon you use 50 years from now might look completely different from the one sitting in your kitchen today. And that's what makes this journey so fascinating. The spoon isn't just a piece of metal. It's proof of human progress. Every version tells a story. From a seashell picked up on a beach, to a carved wooden spoon made by hand, to a bronze tool owned by the wealthy, to silver spoons sitting on royal tables, to factory-made stainless steel cutlery found in homes around the world. One small object has traveled through thousands of years of human history. It has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. It has crossed oceans. It has survived wars, inventions, discoveries, and revolutions. And somehow, it still performs the same simple job: helping us enjoy a meal. The next time you pick up a spoon, take a closer look. You're not just holding a kitchen tool. You're holding thousands of years of human creativity, survival, and innovation in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed discovering the hidden history behind one of the world's simplest inventions, make sure to subscribe because there are many more everyday objects with incredible stories waiting to be uncovered.